Hey everybody, we're going to be doing what makes you beautiful today. I feel like this is one that has been coming to me a lot lately. I feel like everybody could use a little bit of a boost right now, and I just wanted to put out something that would bump people up a little bit. Okay, so we have 3 piles. Number 1 is Wisteria, number 2 is Orange Blossom, and number 3 is Fuchsia. Take however long you need, pause the video, and the timestamps are down below, and I'll see you in your piles. Toodles. All right, everybody who chose the first pile with Wisteria, this is going to be your reading. I hope you can still see that. As soon as I started your reading, my throat started to itch so bad. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Wisteria says longevity. Plan for and take the dedicated path. Are you talking about doing something but not necessarily doing it? What's holding you back? My throat is like killing me in your reading. My throat is killing me so bad that I kind of forgot that the premise of this reading was what makes you beautiful. And that's crazy. Something about your neck then. Definitely something about your neck. The way you voice your words, your thoughts. You guys are like cycle breakers. You guys are, what is it called? Disruptors. You guys are people that come in and shake the ground, like metaphorically. You guys come in and you spot all the problems, and maybe it's not always, maybe people don't always like it, but at the end, they always respect it. You know, whether that takes months or years or decades, people always come around to you. You're not the type of person that somebody can hate forever, because even if they hate you all the days of their life, their dying day is going to be the day that they understand that you were right, or that what you did wasn't personal. There are people that also hold a lot of grudges on you for no reason, pile number 1. Learn to detach your energy from their energy. This is deep, pile number 1. You must be going through something right now. What makes you beautiful? You look like the type of person that you can take home to your mom. I just heard you're beautiful. So you're the type of person that you can take home to your mom. You're the type of person that has this warm, homey, like I heard like honey, personality. You're also somebody who's, I'm hearing diplomatic. You're also somebody who, the way, like I said, the way that you speak your mind, like this is the after tarot. So in the original tarot, the 5 of Wands, they would all be like going at it, right? But this tarot, it's more calm. They're having a discussion. They're sitting down. They might not necessarily look very happy about it, but they're sitting down. They're having a discussion. It's calm and it's stable. And, you know, look, it's like there's a lot of people who try to come at you like this, and they get this. And that's why the people around you love you so much. Yeah, King of Wands in reverse. It's like, I didn't come here to fight. I didn't come here to fight. Relax, pipe down, sit down. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to fight you because I know that I'm better than that. I'm not going to fight you because I know that, you know, you're just coming off of hurt feelings. I'm not going to fight you because it's just not me. And that I just don't do that. You can be hurt. And I'll be hurt. But, you know, I'm not going to let that affect what I've got going. You guys think before you do things. Right? You guys might be the type of person, like a real family person. You have a family and you're not going to jeopardize that, right? Hold up. Sorry. Fidgeting with my stuff. What makes you beautiful? It's a lot of your personality. You have like strength of character. You have integrity. You are somebody who, you stick to what you what you say, right? You don't say, I'm going to do this, and then you don't do this unless there's a very valid, understandable reason for that. You are not the type of person to go back on your word. You have integrity. This is why my throat chakra is lit up. Maybe your throat chakra has been lit up. Maybe it hasn't been feeling like a good experience, but it will bring good fruit, right? The devil. What are we talking about here? I hate putting my cards on top of each other like this, but there's no room. What are we talking about? The devil. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you've given too much of yourself. You've given too much of yourself to other people. You used to be this person who walked on eggshells if it was going to keep the peace. And now you're starting to recognize that whose peace are you keeping, right? Whose peace are you keeping? Yours? Because I'm damn sure you don't feel peaceful on the inside when you are being walked on. That's what it's what it's feeling like. And it's like, so now like you're letting go of restraint. This is a card that they keep everything in. This is mine. This is, you know, he's covering himself in a blanket of shadow. And it's like I'm not going to take on these burdens for anybody else anymore. I'm not going to be your scorekeeper or your peacekeeper or, you know, your scapegoat. The people around you have formed a deep respect for you. Not many people like you, though. Let me be honest. The Knight of Wands, but that's okay because you're going to find your people. And that's not even a message that I'm getting from the card. I'm sorry that I did this and like maybe made it seem like that, but you when you take somebody's heart, you take it, right? Once somebody, not many people understand you, but once somebody understands you, they get it. They get it. They understand. 10 of Pentacles. First off, what is this Knight of Wands? 4 of Cups. You might have been the type of person to pour into people a lot before, but nobody poured into you, and you used to run to fill somebody else's glass. Maybe because you feel like if you do more, then they will treat you better, or if you are more, then you'll feel better, or it's like trying to be there, but it's like showing up inauthentically. I know this is a what makes you beautiful, but pile number 1, this is kind of deep. There's this energy of showing up inauthentically in the past in order to be likable. But what makes you beautiful is like now you don't do that, or now you're starting to recognize that you don't need to do that. Now you're starting to recognize that your people will be there, and they will be your people no matter what. I heard come hell or high water. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. What makes you beautiful? You don't hold grudges. And if you do, it's very, very few. Very few and far between. You will forgive before you will react. Sorry for the shakiness of my table. Yeah, you forgive and move forward. What makes you beautiful? Pile number 1. Knight of Cups. The Lovers. 8 of Wands in reverse. You're somebody who knows what you want because you take your time figuring it out. Maybe before you've been real impulsive. Oh, another thing. I keep on mentioning before this, but now this. Before this, but now this. You guys, what makes you beautiful to people and to yourself is that you are not above change, and you know that. You're not above change. You're not above learning. You're not above, you know, being wrong. And the humility in that is hard to come by nowadays, because when people think that they know something, they think that they know everything, you know. And, you know, even I, like, not to say even I, like I'm better, but like I still get stuck in that type of stuff too. So like, as much as I might think that I'm out of it sometimes, still I get stuck into it, right? But, and maybe you guys do too. But there's just this energy of always coming to an understanding, like, you know, things can change, right? You guys with this Chariot and this strength here, no matter what happens, you kind of keep it pushing. There's a lot of strength of character. Most of all, I'm seeing what makes you beautiful is your strength of character. This is not to say that you're not attractive, because we have the Devil, the Lovers, the Strength card. We have the Three of Swords, which could be like a heartbreaker. The Knight of Wands, that's extremely sexually attractive. The Four of Wands, that's like somebody who's the whole package, right? So we have somebody who is physically the whole package, and also somebody who has the character to match it, right? But maybe you don't think that you do. Maybe past things make you worry, like, do I? But you need to take that fish out of your cup. Whoever put that fish in your cup, you need to take that fish out of your cup and realize who you are. Look, Ace of Cups, Hierophant. Realize who you are and how beautiful you are inside and out. Okay? I think we're actually going to leave the reading here. I had fun reading for you guys. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you guys next time. Sorry, I'm not editing this video to sit here and cut out the breaks. I'm not doing all that, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. All right, everybody who chose Orange Blossom, this is going to be your reading of what makes you beautiful. So on Orange Blossom, it says enthusiasm. The best can be here. Believe it. So your enthusiasm, 100%, and your optimism. There is something about, like, you always, I heard better days. And I'm also hearing the song, Mama said there be days like this. There be days like this. Mama said. I forget who that's by. What makes you beautiful? Queen of Wands in reverse. You guys aren't somebody who really likes confrontation like that. I heard, but you'll take it there. There's this energy of you being soft until provoked. But, you know, like, this is somebody who's soft, but they're not a doormat. You can't walk all over them. You can't get over on them. You can't play with them. But they'll give you chances, and they'll be genuine, and they'll be kind. That optimism, it's like, those are the people to watch out for. Those quiet people in class that are always getting bullied. It's always like that. Like, those quiet people in class who are always getting bullied, or always getting tried, or always getting picked on. Not to say that y'all have gone through that type of thing, but maybe you have, or maybe it's in a lesser capacity. But it's those people who go through it and take 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 it, and then one day they snap, and then you see that they were just letting it happen because they could have stopped it when they wanted to, right? There's this energy of being able to pull yourself up out of shitty situations, but kind of allowing yourself to sit in it just a little bit. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. Yeah, it's like you guys kind of allow your situations to stew until it gets to, like, the point where you're like, okay, this is what I was waiting for. And then you jump, and then you take that leap. There's this energy of knowing the perfect timing for what you need to do in your own life. Like, and it's like this intuitive sense of timing too. This intuitive sense of timing where it's like, okay, I know, like, for example, let's say that you're with a partner that you now know and have the clarity that you need to leave. Maybe you won't leave them right away. Maybe you won't, you know, lay all your cards out. Maybe you won't lay all your cards out right away, right? Maybe you'll just stew on it for a second, and maybe you'll wait, and you don't know what you're waiting for. But then, miraculously, at some point, there comes a perfect opportunity for you to leave and have everything the way that you need it to be. Like, and it's just, everything aligns perfectly. It's like, that's very interesting. Very interesting. I could not relate. Patience is not not in my vocabulary. We have the Magician, Ace of Cups, High Priestess. I'm not going to take all of these. It's too much. But that's really, really, like, you guys have, like, this energy of, like, carrying myself like royalty. Walking, you know, walking like I'm on the runway type of energy. Or just, you know, just this. And if it's not just this outright confidence, then it's absolutely, like, the gorgeous girl who doesn't know that she's pretty type of energy, like that type of thing. Like, you exude this type of energy, but maybe you don't realize it. For some of you, you absolutely do. For some of you, maybe you don't. What makes you beautiful? Temperance. You guys are mediators. This is Libra energy, Libra Pisces energy, even though we have the Queen of blah blah blah. But yeah, that's not what those cards represent, but this is Libra energy. All of this that I'm getting, Libra energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you are a Libra, have Venus in Libra, 12th house in Libra, something like that. Libra in your 12th house, I mean. Yeah, the mediator, like, literally, like, this is Libra fucking energy. What makes you beautiful is, I noticed these readings are deeper. I thought we were going to get into, like, oh, your eyes, your hair, your da-da-da-da. But these readings have been so much about character. And I think maybe that's what people need right now. Page of Pentacles. What makes you beautiful? It's your spirit. You're so generous. When you do things, this reminds me of my cousin Lexia. Lexia is the type of person, like, she's got it going on. She's gorgeous, and she's just got it going for herself. And sorry for sharing your name, but, you know, she's just got it going on, right? And she is just the type of person where if you need it and she has it, she'll give it to you. Like, if, you know, like, and don't worry about paying me back, or like, like, stuff like that. Like, she just does things out of the goodness of her heart and never expects anything back from anybody else. And that's just the type of energy that I'm getting here with you guys. I'm sorry if my audio is shit. Libra, and this is another scale, literally a balancing and then a balancing act here. So much Libra and Pentacles. Libra and Pisces, I said, and then we have 12 Pentacles here, and then Pisces is the 12th sign. That's funny. Major Arcana on top of Major Arcana. It's like being around you is a lot of lighthearted fun, but then sometimes we'll get the little snippets of the deeper you and the real you. What makes you beautiful is that you only reveal certain parts of yourself to certain people. You're very selective. We have a Libra card right here. Oh my fucking God. Balance, balance, balance. You guys are fair. You are just. You do onto other people how you would want people to do onto you. You are also the type of person, like I said, you forgive, and maybe sometimes too much. But that's just your heart. We could do with some boundaries, but don't fault your heart. That's just you. That's just how you are. And that's beautiful. That's amazing. Right? The King of Swords. But you also tell it like it is. Like, when it gets down to the point where you're like, I gotta say what I gotta say, you say what you say it. You say it. King of Wands. Maybe a little fiery, but you say it. The Devil coming out in reverse. But you don't let what other people do to you define how happy you're going to be. And that's what makes you beautiful. You keep going. There's also this energy of, like, you take on a lot. I kind of want to, like, cry a little bit. Just a side message here. If you're struggling, you know that you have support. Okay? Reach out to somebody if you need it. This is somebody who needs somebody right now. Yo. I swear to... Y'all just wants to do some shit. Whoever the fuck this particular message is for, like this portion of this message. I hope you're okay. Okay. What makes you beautiful is that you will always choose the righteous option. You will, it's like, you know how some people will only choose the good or morally good thing because people are watching them. But if nobody was watching them, they would have most definitely chose the negative option. You're the type of person who would choose the morally good option, period. Just because that's you. You have nothing to gain out of it. But that's just who you are. Let's get a couple more and then we're going to end this. Thank you. Oh, this one wants to come off too. So we're going to take this as back of the deck energy. It's the Five of Wands. Five of Swords. For those going through a rough time, you always have support. And if you don't, you can message me if you need a little vent or a little shoulder. But what makes you beautiful here, for the rest of you guys, what makes you beautiful here is, yeah, it's just, there's just this mediation type of energy. It's like you see through to the heart of situations, right? You are the type of person that only takes what you need. You're not selfish, and even when you have a lot, you make sure the people around you are eaten too, right? And you're really resourceful as well. And you're somebody who, you might not necessarily get a lot of the love that you share back. Okay, so one last message, because I just can't seem to shake it and it won't go away. Right before we end this off on 23/23, oh my gosh, on the clock. Make sure that you are pouring into yourself, and make sure that you are not entertaining energies, situations, people that are not pouring into you. Make sure that you are not giving your energy to people who do not deserve it. Make sure you are not allowing yourself to be put in bad positions. Okay? You're better than that. You deserve better than that. You can have better than that. But you gotta hold it to yourself. Right? But that's what I have for you guys, pile number 2. I hope it resonated. Fuchsia. Those of you who chose pile number 3, Fuchsia, true feelings within you is all you need to know. This is what makes you beautiful. I am going to warn you that these readings have been more so character-based rather than physical. I have been dropping a little bit of physical hints, here and there, but it's mostly been about character, strength of character, and different things like that. So just wanted to let you know that this is what this type of reading has turned into. I'm seeing somebody with a red lip and a red dress. So we are actually getting some physical things right now. And then look right here. This was popping out. You look really, really good in red. And also your figure. Something about your figure when you're wearing something that is tight, but not too tight. Right? You're the type of person that has a really, really nice figure, even if you don't necessarily like your weight or your body is perceived to be very attractive. Even parts of it that you don't like. I'm even seeing somebody like with a little bit of a stomach, like, and yeah, I just feel like maybe you don't appreciate or find beautiful the things that people find beautiful within you. Yeah, look, and she's in the red dress. I feel like you kind of have like this damsel not complex, but just the way that you portray yourself. I do feel like you're a strong person, but it feels like to the people who find you attractive, this is a lot about physical attraction. Actually, when I gave that disclaimer, I didn't even need to give it. So it's like you attract people who want to protect you, who want to feel big. And interesting. You show your love through kindness, words of kindness, kind actions, kind thoughts. You show your, like, it's like, hey, like, I know you really, really don't like doing the dishes, so I did the dishes. Or, you know, I saw that you were looking at that thing a little bit too long in the store, so I got it for you. Like, it's like that type of thing. Like, you are just thoughtful. That's what that is. Swords and swords. Yeah, very, very thoughtful. And I feel like you have a really good memory. Like, you don't forget. Like, if somebody says, yeah, my favorite flower is lilies, you'll remember that their favorite flower is lilies, and you'll go get lilies on your anniversary, which you never forget, right? It's like, I don't know. Knight of Swords. You're also very, there's a side of you that's very, very soft, and also a side of you that's very, very hard. Somebody who can maybe cut with your words. There is something about the harshness to you, and that also is somehow being conveyed in a message to say that that is also very beautiful. Like, there is a message here that you don't have to soften every little rough edge about yourself in order to be a good person or a soft person. There is an energy here that, you know, your strength, your edge is just as beautiful as your softness and your curves, right? We have a 7 landing on top of an 8. It's like we're playing solitaire. Can we, like... Thank you. And a 5 landing on top of a 4. That's so funny. It'd be funny if we got a 4. Can we get a 4? No, just kidding. But I'm gonna put this away anyways, because, you know. What makes you beautiful? I feel like the way that you see things, I'm kind of looking at this stained glass, and it's funny that I don't get drawn to it until it's behind here. So it's like the way that you see things. You see things very abstract, very different from the way that a lot of people see them. The way that you perceive things is very different. You go a little bit more deeper, or you go, I don't believe that I just said that. You go deeper, not more deeper. You go deeper, or you just analyze things on from a different standpoint or a different viewpoint in a different way. Somebody might ask you your opinion on something, and you might say your opinion, and somebody would be like, oh, well, I never thought about it like that. Like, yeah, that's sort of like the way that your mind works. Very individualistic. This feather is getting me. You're also somebody who people associate closely with God or the divine. You could be somebody who has like like maybe you're a pastor or you go to church a lot or something like that, and people can associate you with God a lot like that. Or it could be that maybe you're like a channeler, like a tarot reader or a psychic or something like that. Or maybe you're just somebody who, you know, picks somebody up in their lowest moment. And so some people, like, I don't want to say they see you as God, but like they associate you with that divinity, that pure energy that is source, you know, that unconditional, like, oh my God, I really fucking love this person type of energy. And just the words that you have for people when they need it is just perfect. And you can always see what somebody needs in order to complete their picture. If somebody is, you know, upset because they're lonely, you're gonna know that they're upset because they're lonely. Like, you have like this sort of like telepathic understanding to people's emotions that maybe sometimes they don't even recognize that they're upset because of this, but you are like, I know that you're upset because of this, and maybe they're like, oh no, I'm not. But you know, later they sort of realize like, oh shit, like, yeah, they were right, you know. We have the Knight of Swords. We have a lot of slow pace cards, a lot of slow cards, non-moving cards, and then we have two fast paced cards right on top of each other. What are we talking about here? That could definitely be the contrast of your personality here. It's like you're not always the same person. Like, you don't always get the same thing with you, and it doesn't come across as fake like that usually would come across. It doesn't come across as fake or like you're an inauthentic person at all. It comes across more so like like, what is the word? Diverse. Like, oh, you're multifaceted. Oh, you're also like this. Oh, you can be like this too. Oh, I've never seen that side of you. It's not like, oh, you're fucking fake, or like, oh, it's not like that. Most people don't see you like that. We have the Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles. You think, you really think and contemplate and weigh your odds and situations before you make a decision. If you're gonna leave something, which a lot of the times you do, you're also not afraid of change. Or maybe you're afraid of change, but you don't let that fear stop you or hold you back from making the change necessary, right? And this is something that makes you very beautiful, because a lot of people shy away from this. A lot of people allow their fear to hold them back from it. But if you allow your fear to hold you back from it, you're never going to get that wish fulfillment. You're never going to get that full, you know, what you want, right? Yeah, exactly. So you guys can like innately recognize, this is exactly what I need, and you go after it. And it may be hard, and it may take you some time, and it may take you some contemplation too, but you'll do it. You'll do it because you know that it's the best decision for you, and you know, 333 on the clock, 3333 now. You know that the best decision for you will only domino into being the best decision for everybody else. And even if it doesn't directly affect other people, it will domino and ripple out. Because when we do something that is the best for us, maybe people don't recognize that. Maybe other people might not like it, but it is the best decision for them too. Because the best thing for everybody is for everybody to do the best thing for them. Like the genuine best thing for them, not the thing that they think is best for them. Wow, that kind of went into like a whole rant. But what makes you beautiful? Your hair. There's something about your hair here. Also mysterious. There's this energy of like, even when I know you, I know that I don't know you. Even when I know you, I know that I don't know all of you. Even if I've been with you for 5 years, I still feel like there are parts of you that I don't know, or that I'm not well acquainted with. You know, there's just this energy of like, there's just also a regality. Some sort of regality to you. Also, these people dressed in red. Like, you look good in red, okay? You're also very seductive. There's something about you being like super really seductive here, like Lilith type energy. And this gets people going. I'm hearing it gets people going. Like, I forget what that movie is. Blades of Glory? I don't know what it means. No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. Maybe some people see it like that, like no one can figure them out, but they're provocative, you know, like sort of energy. You know what? I'm actually going to take both of them. Death. Like I said, you're not afraid of change. You're not afraid of walking away. You're not afraid of choosing yourself. You know what's best for you. And that, while it might hurt people sometimes, people end up respecting that. People end up respecting that. This reminds me sort of pile number 1. The Tower. The Death card has been coming out a lot with the Tower lately. What makes you beautiful? You also look good in dark things. Also, you guys might be like a darker type of person. You might be into like goth type of clothing or aesthetic or something like that. You might also have dark features, dark eyes, dark hair, dark skin. You might also look good in blacks. You might also rim your eyes with like black eyeliner, like heavy black waterline. Especially if you're blonde. There's something about like the little brightness here with the contrast of all of this dark, right? The little brightness. Or maybe it's like you dress and you act totally different. Maybe you dress super preppy and you act super like dark and like down to earth and shit like that. Or maybe you dress super dark and gothic and you're like a little cupcake inside. You know, look, Empress, either way, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous. Like, this is like literal physical perfection type of energy here. A lot of red. There's a lot of very sultry vibes. I just heard sultry, and then she has strawberries on her. And so I saw like a woman seductively being fed a strawberry with red lipstick and dark makeup around her eyes. Something about your eyes. Dark makeups, dark browns. Be careful with the blacks, but dark browns, heavy dark browns and dark grays and stuff like that look really, really good on you. If you have brown eyes, blacks look amazing on you. Blue eyes, blacks look amazing on you. For some of you that you can't wear a lot of black, just a little touch of black. Yeah. Black. That's so funny. There's just this darkness with you. Like I said, you're not afraid of change. You're not afraid of, you know, looking into yourself and looking yourself into the mirror and being honest with what you see, right? 2 of Wands. Magician. Like, you're not afraid of going for what you know that you need. You're also a stable person. And this might not mean that your finances are stable or that you're emotionally stable. You don't have to be either one of those, but you are a stable, solid person. When you tell somebody, I got you, you got them. You don't play about that shit. You are loyal, and you have the utmost integrity. You are a very powerful person. Your words hold a lot of weight, and so does your presence. Being around you feels like being invincible, right? And there's just this energy that you lift people up and make them feel very, very good about themselves. And hold on. I just got this like super intense hit of like dizziness and like boom. You might also have people who, yeah, and now the air is cutting on and my low power mode wants to come up now. Everything is happening right at this moment. There might be people who really don't like you because of how they see other people really love you. And the energy here is like, you need to put your protection up. You need to put your protection up. Put it up. Keep it up. Know that it's up because you're the shit, and that attracts a lot of attention. Okay? But that's what I have for you, pile number 3. I need to get out of your energy. I love you. Bye.